Okay. All right. So just settle in your seat. Try and bring your mind where your body is. And for those of you who've just dropped in, Karen, some of you may know her, Karen just came to say hi and to let us know that she couldn't come this morning because she's evacuating for the second time, and they have fires all around their property. Coral last night was also moving horses. So Coral is, where's Coral living? Does anyone know? She's north of Santa Fe, right? Somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, so she was having to move livestock last night as well. So she's not here this morning. So we'll keep those people in mind. And I'm sure you people who are there probably can smell the smoke. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm really sorry. All right. So let's just try and settle, keep our mind where our body is. Sometimes when we have an external issue like wildfire smoke or even wildfire, and we know people who are involved, the mind tends to go out. So just think for the next half hour, just try and allow the mind to come back in, keeping it on the breath. But we'll start by getting ourselves settled into our posture. So if you are sitting at a desk with your feet down on the ground, you can put them in a nice parallel position, about a hip's width apart, with your feet slightly raised. So try not to cross your feet at your ankles. It's a habit I have. And definitely not one knee hanging over the other, because that messes up the spine. So knees in a parallel position, and then a hip width apart. So you want your sits bones slightly raised, maybe 2 inches, maybe 4. And this definitely does help with the alignment of the spine. And also, if your knees are tight and your hips are tight, it helps there too. And you can help them also by putting a couple of cushions underneath each knee just to support yourself. So the aim here is to be comfortable. We're not trying to sit perfectly, but it's good to have the body aligned nicely, just so you have a better meditation experience. So shoulders are over the hips. Now imagine somebody, well, first of all, your spine is a string of pearls of light stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head. And perhaps somebody is very gently lengthening your spine, putting some space in between those vertebrae. Now imagine somebody has taken you very gently by the tips of the ears, very gently lengthening your neck, your head, away from your shoulders, and gliding your head back to be in line with your shoulders. So this head of ours is extremely heavy, and when it's out of line, it can cause all kinds of problems in the upper back. So now the head is very slightly tipped forward, giving us a little bit of length in the back of the neck, but not too far forward. Otherwise, you'll just be wanting to crawl back into bed. It will dull the mind. If your chin is up, it creates agitation in the mind. It just creates a little bit of tension in the back of the neck there. So just slightly tip forward. The spine is lengthened. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. And relax the jaw. Let's bring our awareness to the crown of the head and relax the scalp and the forehead, and the eyes, the nose, the area around the mouth, the cheeks, and the jaw. And now bring your awareness to the back of the head And relax your scalp there. Relax the base of the skull, the occipital bone. Just try and release any tension there. Excuse me. And relax your ears, your temples, your jaw, back of the tongue. And release any tension in the neck, back of the neck, shoulders, and relax your shoulder blades and that area in between the shoulder blades, upper thoracic. And relax your throat, chest, belly, your limbs, hands, fingers, and feet and toes. And bring the mind back to the breath, just noticing the sensation of the air as you're breathing in. It's slightly cooler than the air that you're exhaling. And there will be some sensation of this air flowing in and out of the nostrils. If there are any sounds in your external environment, just allow those sounds to be there and notice what attracts your mind, or what does your mind reject? What is your mind pushing away in terms of sound? And then just allow those sounds to be there and allow them to fade as you refocus your mind back on the breath. Then you'll notice thoughts arising, feelings arising, emotions arising. So just allow those thoughts. Try not to engage with them. And let the mind flow. Like a river of mental moments. And bring the mind back to the breath. So let's just bring to mind all the people of our life, our loved ones, people we care about, the ones we're concerned about, who are involved in our life, we're involved in their life. And then there's those people that we reject, push away, avoid. Maybe they've harmed you. And then there's our strangers, who we mostly don't think about or are fairly irrelevant to our life. But the interesting thing is, and it's probably happened to all of us here, is that the friend, the enemy, and the stranger can change place at any time in your life. So it's really good for those people who are our loved ones, but we don't take them for granted. And all these three groups of people, they deserve our equal concern, even though really only the friend group are the ones that we're concerned about. But they all deserve our equal concern. because, like us, nobody wants to suffer. Everybody wants to be happy. And all these people, everybody, every sentient being has this unbelievable capacity for this enlightened mind. So by thinking just a little bit, very, very simply about equanimity, helps us to develop a habit of thinking in that way. And it doesn't mean that we have to invite the enemy home for dinner. It just changes the way we view the world. It sort of makes a few inroads in there. So bringing the mind back to the breath. Just think we'll be doing this meditation this morning. Very simple meditation on the body of light and our 9-round breathing for the benefit of all those people in our life. And we're thinking specifically of Karen and Coral, who are somehow involved in these fires. And if you are feeling distracted by any smoke that you're able to smell, try and allow that smell to be there. Try not to allow it to distract your mind. Just keep the mind back on the breath. I know when there's fire smoke here, it creates a lot of aversion in the mind. I try and push it away. So try and relax the mind there. So before we do this body of light, we'll do our 9-round breathing. So I would think, particularly as there's a fire smoke around, you can think about equalizing the breath this morning. So you can inhale for 4 blissful radiant white light through the right nostril first of all, while closing the left nostril. They call it valving in yoga. So you can breathe in for 4 and then pause briefly at the top of the breath. And then move the finger over and exhale through the left nostril all your attachment energy. So this is just grasping and neediness and anxiety, unhealthy desire, wanting things, not feeling enough. And this leaves your body as thick black yucky smoke as you exhale. And again, fairly steady breaths, so you're not hyperventilating. Then move the finger back. Oh, sorry, don't do that. Breathe in through the left nostril, blissful radiant white light, pausing at the top of the breath. Then breathe out through the right, all your anger energy and depression and jealousy and bitterness, disappointments and grudges, irritation, wishing to harm. And this leaves you again as thick black yucky smoke, and do that 3 times. Then breathe in through both nostrils, blissful radiant white light. Nice steady breath, pausing at the top of the breath. And then exhale as you're breathing out all your ignorance, not knowing the way things truly exist. This is also the ignorance of not understanding cause and effect and karma. And do that 3 times. So we'll do 3 sets. At the moment, I think we've only got time for 1 set of 3 in your own time. I'm not sure how long I've been muted for, but I will do that meditation again, I think. Okay, everybody. Just bring the mind back to the breath. Just imagine above the crown of your head is a sphere of white light. Somewhat smaller than the size of your head, pure, transparent, and non-material. So spend just a moment trying to visualize the presence of this light. And don't worry if it does not appear sharply. It's just enough to feel it is there. And think this light represents all the universal goodness, love, and wisdom. It's the fulfillment of your own highest potential. And now imagine it decreases in size until it is about 1 inch in diameter. It descends through the top of your head to your heart chakra. It just melts into you. From there, it begins to expand. Slowly spreading to fill your entire body. And as it does, all the solid parts of your body dissolve and become light. Your organs, your bones, your blood, your tissues, tiny cells, your skin, your hair, all become pure, translucent, white light. So concentrate on your body as this body of light, and think that all the problems and negativities and hindrances have completely vanished, and you have reached a state of joyfulness and bliss. So if any distracting thought should arise in your mind, just dissolve it into light. And another thing you can do when you're meditating, just imagine you're about to break into a smile, but you don't quite. So the corners of your mouth lift ever so slightly, and this helps to brighten the mind. So for the next couple of minutes, just imagine your mind as your body as a body of light, and expand your mind. think everybody just relax and let's just dedicate all the positive energy we've created this morning to the benefit of all the beings of our life, and particularly think of all of your friends and family, everybody you know up there in northern New Mexico. And I hope all of you are staying safe. And it seems like you're flying solo for about 5 or 6 minutes there with me talking on mute. So I do apologize for that. But I hope you had quite a nice meditation. I wonder if it was better without me talking. Anyway, we did get the meditation in. So thank you for those people that sent me the note in the chat. All right, everybody, lots of love. I will see some of you this afternoon and this evening. Okay, thank you so much.